What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. I told y'all I'd be back. Told y'all I'd be back this morning on what? This work for it Wednesday. That's what we do on Wednesdays. We work for it. We put that work in. We understand that work has to be done in order for us to be successful entrepreneurs and for us to be successful leaders in our businesses and with our brands in the community, all of those things. So we are going to work for it today. Put that work in. I just put my work in this morning. Got my walk in. Feeling good. The weather's a lot better today. No rain. No rain out. All sunshine today. So I'm outside again today. It's great to get out, get some fresh air really quickly. Had a conversation last night in one of the meetings that I was in, and we were talking about the brain and and our mind and the difference between the two. But in the conversation, we were talking about I want to say endorphins. Yeah, endorphins. And part of the conversation was about how do we increase the endorphins are what gives us energy, what gives us positive, it has positive reinforcement in our bodies, and it reacts the way it reacts. So, but we were talking about, well, how do you get endorphins to increase in your body? And so I was asking the facilitator that, and he was talking about the different things that we can do in order to be able to increase our endorphins. And he said, he gave me a list of things that he gave us a list of things that we could be doing. And that list was the things that I'm doing. So, Coach Marcy, you'll love this. I told him, yeah, I said my trainer said, she would love this right now because it's all the things that she preaches, she talks about, which is exercise, sleep, eating healthy, meditation, all of those things that we need to be doing on a consistent basis. You want to be doing those things on a consistent basis to maintain your health and have a healthy living lifestyle, which is what Marcy talks about all the time. It's not just about the food, not just about the food we eat and eating healthy and having a healthy eating lifestyle, but it's just having a healthy lifestyle, period. That means getting sleep. That means doing meditation, praying, being around positive people. All of those things lead to that. So I wanted to throw that in there this morning about getting out, getting your walk on, getting that energy that you need, getting those endorphins up. We're getting those endorphins up this morning. So those are all things that we need to be doing on this Work For It. Remember, Work For It Wednesday. But y'all know what we've been focusing on this week. It's the second week in my brand new 10 elements of customer service mastery talk that we're talking about this week. And today I wanted to talk about meeting the need. And as I talk about this, this one is for, I hope I get some that are watching, listening, that are pastors, because you're leaders as well, and you may even be entrepreneurs because you may have started your own church. So this is for you. This is for you and the other entrepreneurs and leaders too, but specifically, this is what I was thinking about when I was thinking about this, meeting the need. And tomorrow we're going to talk about exceeding the expectation. But I want to ask the pastors, leaders, this. Entrepreneurs too. Are you meeting the needs of your congregation? As a pastor, as a minister, are you meeting the needs of your congregation? Are you meeting the needs of your staff? Are you meeting the needs of your community that you are a part of? Those three different perspectives. Here comes the homework. Absolutely. Y'all know what's coming. So this is for pastors, but also, like I said, the entrepreneurs, you can look at it as well. But pastors, I want you to look at it. Look at being the leader, look at being the entrepreneur from this perspective, and I want you to ask yourself this question. I want you to answer this question. Are you meeting the needs of your congregation? Are you meeting the needs of your staff? And are you meeting the needs of your community that you are a part of? For entrepreneurs, it may go like this. Are you meeting the needs of your brand? Are you meeting the needs of your internal customers? And are you meeting the needs of your external customer? And I'm going to throw the external and internal customers, clients, they go together. And then the third one, are you meeting the needs of your brand? Are you doing what you need to be doing for your brand in order for your brand to be successful? We're meeting the need today, y'all. We've got to ask that question. So for pastors, I want you to seriously think about this, because I have a thing that I do that I working with pastors in the church, and it's called the New Approach to Sin, and it's not SIN, it's CIN, and it's having a commitment to impacting the needs of the community. And how will you, or are you committed to impacting or meeting the needs of the community that you are a part of? Are you committed to impacting or meeting the needs of the congregation that you have? And are you committed to meeting the needs of the community that your church is a part of? Many church leaders, many pastors have dropped the ball in meeting the needs of their congregation, meeting the needs of their staff, meeting the needs of the community that they are a part of. Test me on it. How many churches, and I did this some years ago. I was living in a certain area here in Baltimore, and one day I counted the number of churches had to be within a 5-mile radius of each other, right? Because it's this one strip here in Baltimore, and I counted the number of churches, and I lied to you not, within a 5-mile radius, there were at least 10 churches. And so I started to think, wow, what impact are these churches having on the community that they are a part of? And when I started to look at it, I started to look at the neighborhood, I started to look at the area, and I had to question that. What impact are they having? Because if that community looked the same way as it did then as it did some 15, 20, 30 years ago, what impact was it having? So when we think about meeting the needs of our community, when we think about meeting the needs of our clients, customers, can we say we're doing what we're supposed to be doing? If we are doing these principles that I've given you thus far, I promise you the answer to that will be yes. If you're doing the things that I've talked about last week and then thus far this week, that's having a customer service system, having a before, the during, the after, checking your attitude, creating a healthy work environment, maximizing productivity. If you're doing these things, I promise you, what I'm talking about today, you already doing it. You're meeting the needs of your congregation. So I want you to take a look at that. I mean, that's like I said, that's the entrepreneurs, that's pastors, that's leaders. I need you to be serious about this and ask that question. Ask your ask those that work with you, that work for you. Are we meeting the need that you have? And this is actually another one for my boy Donald from Reman. We're gonna ask this question to the brothers. This is the question that I'm gonna take there, because that's the ultimate bottom line of what we do. Are we meeting the need? And if we can say that we're meeting that need, so Donald, write this down. I'm going to write it down too, because I'm coming to you. I'm coming for you. Are we meeting the need? Is Remand meeting the need? Is the church meeting the need? As an entrepreneur, is your business meeting the need? How do you know whether or not you're meeting the need? The one, you'll get the feedback. You get your feedback. Two, you'll notice that those customers become clients. You'll get referrals, and then you'll start to see a volume increase in the people that do business with you. And I say this, every Fortune 500 company started off as a small business. If they didn't start off as a small business, let me know, because I don't know any business that can go from zero to being a Fortune 500 company without being a small business. And they went from a small business to a Fortune 500 company. Why? Because they met a need. Take a look at, I always tell y'all about the food that built America, the cars that built America, the engineers that built America, the titans that built America, on the History Channel that comes on Sundays. And I think you can go on like Hulu or maybe something like that too, and you can watch all of the episodes, but it's on, or maybe even the History Channel. You can go, if you have the History Channel on your as a subscriber, I think you can go on there. You might be able to pull it up, and you can watch all of the episodes there. But I recommend it, highly recommend it for every entrepreneur, every leader. That should be mandatory. That actually should be on the college level. They should be watching that as a part of their curriculum. If any college that has a entrepreneurship curriculum, it should be mandatory to watch that series. That definitely should be a part of that, a part of their makeup. But what the thing about those entrepreneurs that are highlighted in the history series is it's always been about and should be about meeting the need of your client, meeting the need of your internal customer, your external customer. Asking yourself that question. And the more that you are able to say yes and that you are meeting the need, the more successful you become. And I wrote down this the other day because it was yesterday or the day before. I was listening to Eric Thomas, and as I was watching the video that I happened to be watching was kind of like a compilation, but he was talking about the successful entrepreneurs, and so I wrote down what are 10 habits of successful entrepreneurs, and those entrepreneurs that were successful at meeting the needs of their clients. So, as a pastor, as the leader of your church, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, how are you meeting the needs of your clients, your customers, your congregation, your members, your community? Hey, Dr. Levon. Hey, brother Mike. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Thanks for tuning in, bro. So you've got to, in order this meeting the need, that should be a priority for you. Make sure as you go throughout today, start it off, like I said, asking the question, am I meeting the need of my, like I said, if you're a pastor, am I meeting the need of my church members, my staff, my congregation, my community? If you're an entrepreneur, am I meeting the need of my business, my brand, my internal, external customers, and my brand? What am I doing to make sure that I'm meeting the need of the brand in order for it to be successful? We've got to be adamant about that, because we're not going to be successful if we don't. Like I said, if you haven't watched the the prior last week, this week, I suggest you go back, use these principles, and actually even before all of the other ones that are on my YouTube channel. If you watch those and you using these principles as I've been giving all year long, you will be able to say, I'm meeting the need. I promise you. You can take it to the bank and root 8 people, as my pastor said, because you will be meeting the need of your congregation, of your community, of your clients, your customers, and your brand. All of those. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a leader, you'll be meeting the need. And meeting the need of your external customers is about listening to them, hearing what they're telling you, and saying, speaking their language, but then also understanding that, hey, they need A, B, C, D. I'm able to supply A, B, C, D, and be the solution to their problem. That's all it is. Meeting the need is nothing more than being the solution to someone's problem. Ask yourself that today. Whose problem am I the answer for? That's how you meet the need. You meet the need by being the answer to someone's problem. So as you go throughout this day, think about that. How am I meeting the need? Do I meet the need? Am I doing those things that they are saying that they need? Am I solving someone's problem? That's how you meet the need. Ask yourself that. Your product or service is the answer for someone. Is the answer to someone's problem. So what I need you to do on this Work For It Wednesday is go out and be the answer to someone's problem. Meet that need. I want y'all to put that in the comments for me. Hashtag meet that need, or meet the need. When you meet the need, then we'll talk about the second part of that, which is tomorrow, which is exceeding the expectation. We'll deal with that tomorrow. But today, Work For It Wednesday. Meet the need. Meet the need. As pastors, meet the need of your congregation, meet the need of your staff, meet the need of your community. As entrepreneurs, meet the need of your brand, meet the need of your internal and external customers, clients. And I promise you, you'll be like, oh wow, this is starting to get good. That's what we do. Got to be willing to put the work in. You can't meet the need if you're not willing to put the work in, y'all. So, it's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., coming to you, the Impact Builder. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We're going to finish this customer service mastery, y'all. 10 elements of customer service mastery. It's about mastery this year. It's about principles this year. If you ground it in principles, then meeting the need is not an issue. I'm going to say that one more time. If you're grounded in principles, meeting the need is not an issue. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.